Good evening, good evening. Hope you're alright. Remember, hope you've made a cup of tea so you can have a chat with me. Sips tea. Remember, get comfortable, take your shoes off, shut the door, it is cold. Thanks for the feedback for the other videos, for those of you that have watched. Helping you helps me to help you, which helps me. To me, to you, to me, to you. Do you know what I mean? It just helps, and I'm glad that we're all talking. We're not being ashamed of certain things that get us down. We're not ashamed of being down or depressed or we're talking about it. I like it. I like it a lot. So with this video, I'm going to speak about indecisiveness, constantly changing your mind, being unsure. And for a while, I always thought it was because I was a failure, or I just didn't know how to stick to something. But I did see something the other day that's and it described creative people, and we're constantly changing our mind, which to a degree I do think that's true. But also in my experience, I find that changing my own mind a lot and changing my goals and my visions and my interests, it's depression, or it has something to do with depression. And I'll explain why. I'll just tie it up at the end of the video, because sometimes I do waffle, so I'll just tie it up at the end. So 16. I'm going to take it way back. Way back. So, I've written a list. See, Mom, do you proud? I've written a list. So, I've written a list of some of my main interests and courses that I either haven't completed, have completed, or just not done anything with. So, if I keep looking over there, it's because my list is over there. So, as a child, my mom put my brother and I in dance classes. So, we did we did ballet, ballroom, tap, and modern. I've won quite a few awards. I was 2 and 3 at the time, so don't get excited. I can't dance now. I don't know what happened, but you know. Sips tea. I just decided I just didn't want to do it anymore, so moved on. And then still, when I was quite young, I got quite obsessed with fashion, and I wanted to be a fashion designer. And I used to watch fashion TV, and then I'd just draw dresses. I can't draw, but you know, you could tell it was a dress, you know, it was in the silhouette of a dress. And I just coloured them in. I had every colour of crayon and felt tip pens to colour it in. But I got bored. And from then, I've never really been involved in fashion ever since. I'm just not, but I'm the type of, if it fits, I'll wear it. And next, I wanted to be an actress. I'm still into, you know, acting and stuff like that, but I don't do anything with it. And true story, it was the only GCSE I did well in. But yeah, wants to be a singer, so I've still got little bits here and there, but not done much with it. Got bored. Well, not that I got bored, because I like to sing, but I just didn't do anything with it. I did a beauty therapy course. I didn't complete it because I just got bored. Do you know what it was that put me off? I didn't want to touch feet. I didn't want to do the pedicure, so I moved on from that. Massage. I don't know why I quit that, because I did enjoy it, but it could have been because I was depressed. Remember, stay with me. Cake decorating. I did enjoy that as well, but I think it was because the course was too late. It's just, that's an excuse. Sips excuse tea. That was an excuse. The course was of an evening, and I was at work all day, and I just told myself I was too tired. Next, we have Sugarcraft. I did complete that course. Yeah, so, you know, I can make sugar roses and lilies and all that jazz. Floristry, I did complete that one. I'm level 2 qualified florist. Just haven't done anything with it, so I don't know where my skill levels are at with that. Sports science, started, didn't finish. Why? Sports physiology, started, didn't finish. It's a bit of a common theme, do you know what I mean? That rhymed. Sips tea. Sports nutrition, I completed that. Yay! Aromatherapy, started, didn't finish. Yoga, almost finished. But almost finished doesn't count. It's not finished. Let's press on. Personal training course, I'm 1 exam away. I will explain that story one day, but we're talking about different subjects here, so that's not finished. Professional culinary arts degree, I deferred, and I did transfer my credits onto a nutrition degree that I'm doing now, and that is pending because I'm still there. Whew. Sips tea. So let's break down the reasons why some of it worked and some of it didn't work. Perfect. I'll start with the cake decorating. That was excuses. It was in the evening. I was tired. That's just a poor excuse. It's one day a week, one evening a week, and that's all I had to commit to. It was an excuse, so let's put that one there. What else is incomplete? Some of the other ones, I just didn't have too much interest, but because sometimes I'm very scatterbrained. Like cake sprinkles. They're very colourful, and there's lots of them, and that's sometimes what my mind is like. I'm so interested in lots of things. I can't tell whether it's because I'm creative or I'm just very indecisive. I can't stick to one thing. Is it because I'm depressed or creative? I'm not sure. Still trying to figure it out. Sips tea. Fashion. I think that was just because I like colour, and fashion's a way to express yourself. I was a very, very expressive child, actually. True story. I used to go to George Dixon Junior School, for all of you remember. Holler at your girl. And I never used to wear uniform, and I don't know why they didn't tell me off. And then I used to wear my mum's costume jewellery. So I used to have big, chunky bead necklaces, long earrings, and they were always odd. I would always wear odd earrings, and I was never called in. I don't know why. However, you know what I thought about? I figured this out a few years ago. The reason why I did that is because I was a very introverted child. I was very unhappy. I was very depressed. So that was one day of throwing that was one way of throwing people off the scent. If I wear big earrings and I'm not in uniform, oh my God, she's cool, she's eclectic. When really, I was a sad child. Some of the other things that didn't work is just that if it got a bit hard, say sports, science, that's hard. Science is hard, period. It got hard, so instead of me leveling up, reading up on it a bit more, asking the tutor for help, I just didn't. I thought, this is too hard, I'm out. Excuses, it's just excuses, and it's poor excuses. What else? Well, okay, let's talk about things that did work. Sugarcraft. The reason why that worked is because I was making sugar flowers before I even got to college. I taught myself how to make sugar flowers on YouTube. So then when I got there, it was easy. That's another poor. It's a poor reason. I completed it because it was easy. That's poor. Floristry. I really enjoyed floristry because I love flowers. So it worked because I was doing something that I loved. Yoga, aromatherapy, I don't love those things. It's just that I'm compulsive, and I just want... Sips tea. Sometimes you have to write it down and have a look, because I didn't even think about all this until I'm looking at it right there in real time with you, the viewer. I'm just looking at, figure it out. Why are you constantly changing your mind? Why do you do well at other things and not others? Maybe it's not your passion. Maybe it's not your drive. Maybe some things you just need to get them done in order to go to the next level. But don't ever think that you failed. All these courses that I haven't completed, all these interests I haven't paid any mind to, at least I now know what I should have done, or I don't need to go there. I don't need to draw dresses anymore. I'm not a dress designer. I'm not into fashion like that. Tap, I don't want to be a tap dancer. I loved it as a child. I don't need to go back. I might do it as a general interest. I'm just going to focus on what I love, which, is the nutrition, which is, what else? I might do some more flower arranging, might do some sugar. I might just go back to the things that I loved instead of focusing on lots of other things, because I feel like I need to do it. Just bring it back to your passions and your loves. Chopping and changing. There's no need. It's okay to do one thing well, or lots of other things, okay. You don't have to be a professional or an expert in 101 different fields. You haven't failed. I'm not a failure. That was a bit of a clickbait title, but such is life as a YouTuber. Sips tea. So yes. So to wrap it up, while I do recognise that I'm indecisive, I do change my mind a lot. I must always check on it. Why am I changing my mind? Do I need to change my mind? Just think about it. Recognise it if it is depression, or you're just interested in lots of things, and work on it from then. So I'm off because I do need to start on my dissertation. That's something I don't need to be indecisive about. I do need to start it. So Hope you have a good day, hope you have a good week, hope you have a good month, hope you have a good life. And I'll see you next time. So do like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you soon. And remember to always have a cup of tea when you come and chat with me.